Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I'm your 2016 presidential candidate, Michelle Hope Walker. Welcome to 2016 presidential candidate, Michelle Hope Walker's Road to the White House. That's so long to make sure I get every word out. Road to the White House. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Road to the White House series. Yes. God is good, you all. I'm still here. You all know I like to date my videos. So today is Wednesday and it is February 17th, 2016. I've been on the road for 2 years, you all. It's February 16th. No, let's see. February 17th. Let me get that right. It's February 17th, 2016, Wednesday. I'm excited. Primary elections are this Saturday. Democrats in Nevada, Republicans in South Carolina. One thing you have seen me do, if you've been following me on Twitter, and please do, Twitter is Hope_Speaks. Facebook is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, period, listen. And yes, Facebook is switching my stuff around that when you go on Facebook, it says Michelle Hope Walker. But to get to the Facebook, you still have to put in what my profile was, which is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, period, listen. And I don't know when Facebook took me through all that. I could have probably put the same thing back on there, but I didn't know. And so I just put my name and just kept it as that. But so again, for Facebook, you go to Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, period. You actually got to put the dot, period, listen. And my Facebook will pull up. Or you can just Google Michelle Hope Walker and just add speaks, and then it should come up. I'm standing in front of the Laugh Factory. That's the Facebook you want to get to. I have one Facebook. It's private family. I don't know. I seen something else pull up. I'm like, I don't know if people are doing fictional. Michelle Hope Walker. Facebook, I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, so welcome. But if you've been following me, you've seen that I'm also going into this mode of being very strategic. Because like I keep telling you all, one of us is going to become president. Now, the goal is for you to elect me president. The goal is for you to support me, to get my name all over social media. I'm voting for Michelle Hope Walker. I'm voting for Michelle Hope Walker. And constantly getting my name out there, giving your contributions to me so I can constantly get to places and get commercials on and things like that, you know. So again, it's all up to you all. You all know I'm fair, ready, and able to run this country. And so it's all up to the people to vote for me. You know, so that's why I tell people now, you vote for somebody else and stuff don't end up right. I'm just sort of like, I want to hear it because I put myself out here. I know one of my music CDs, back in the day, I put I'm the sacrificial lamb. And I literally was on a cross being sacrificed, you know, because my whole life I've constantly put myself out in the midst of helping others. You know, it's that Harriet Tubman spirit, what I have, is that as I'm continuing to strive and do what God has called and told me to do, my goal is also to continue to be encouraging and helping and lifting people up along the way. It's like Harriet Tubman. When she was trying to get free, she was taking people with her to get free too. She just didn't say, I'm getting free, forget it, y'all. And then when she got free, she didn't be like, well, I'm free, whatever. You know, no, she went back, risked her life, went back to try to free other slaves. So when I say that Harriet Tubman mentality, that's what I'm talking about. That I'm helping to set people free, and I'm helping people along the way as I'm striving and learning and help myself, and all the way, you know, I'm helping others. You know, my whole life is about helping and encouraging people. And most definitely my mouth. God bless me with an awesome mouth. To bless people, because some people just need to hear a word. You know, for some people, it's just a word. They need to hear that they can do it. They need to know that, hey, things can be done. We don't have to just keep doing this. We don't have to keep letting them play these games with us. We have to keep letting them lie to us. We don't have to look at none of the other presidential candidates who they keep posting on TV as if they're the only ones running. No, I'm running for president. Michelle Hope Walker, yes. I'm running for president. Support me. You know, how can you support me? One, free, you can just constantly put my name out there. Michelle Hope Walker, vote for Michelle Hope Walker through all your social medias. And then yes, financially, yes, you can. Yes, financially you can help. So we can get shirts, so we can get all kind of other promotional pieces, so we can do commercials, so we can travel, so we can, everything that you can think of that you see the other candidates doing. People are constantly pouring money into them. That's how they're able to do that. Well, we could be doing the same thing. And that's why some people, when they look, well, like they've been smelling on or eating on lemons, might say, you got a little real face. You're going to be like, well, boo, it's up to you. You help. Don't come telling me what I need to do, but be ready to help. Get that done. Because I'm already doing it by putting myself out here. Saying, yes, I'm running for president. I know that I can run this country. I know that I can make America good for everybody. Everybody. Every race. Every economical status. Especially the poor. Especially the poor. Especially the homeless. No one should be homeless in America. There's too many homeless. No one should be homeless. So again, when I say I'm being more strategic though, because again, I'm a genius. I know God has blessed me. I think very different. Thank you, Jesus. But there are a lot of other geniuses, and I love being around those other geniuses. And I'm constantly educating people, because the key things we have to watch that we can't allow the television. As we say, it's television, but it's telling you a vision that it wants you to vision. You got to visualize your own vision and what God has called and told you to do in your life. But you got to watch that brainwashing, the brainwashing of society. You got to watch that. And they do it through the media, through the music, through the books, through every medium and media form and everything you can think of. It's brainwashing. It's a brainwashing. People trying to get you to think the way they think. And the thing is, read and look at stuff, but then also do your own research, and then you form your own opinions and thought. Think. Sometimes, when I hear people tell people to think, I'm like, well, that's easy. Because I always was a thinker. Analyzer, thought things. I would look at what was presented and then even do my own research, because sometimes people aren't presenting you certain things because they don't want you to think that way. They want you to think the way they want you to think. So they only going to present you certain things, like with this election in the media. They are only presenting you certain candidates, but there are plenty of us running. Go to fec.gov. And I'm running, Michelle Hope Walker, So, but I always thought, I always was a thinker. But now I understand why they have to tell people to think, because so many people just find it easier to be brainwashed. Easier for people to tell them what to do versus them have to sit and think about what to do. Well, you have to watch that, because when you let other people tell you what to do and tell you what to think about, you got to understand that you maybe end up getting manipulated. Because it's just that innate spirit in folks that, are going to try to get you to do what they want you to do for their own selfish purpose versus the purpose for the whole good. So you always have to watch that. And like I tell people, even if you know you're about to get screwed, at least sign up to get screwed. When I say screwed, I'm talking about, you're about to get treated bad. Somebody about to walk over you. You're about to be mistreated. I'm like, at least just be educated enough to be aware that, it's like music contracts. I tell people, I don't know how many music contracts that people have signed. And yes, the company keeps them looking good and all this and that, but they don't have not one dime in their pocket. They have no cash money in their pocket. There's no real money. And then later we hear about how they went bankrupt and all this other stuff. We're like, but how? Well, it goes back to the contract. And like I tell people, well, then that's fine. These days, really, you can be independent. You really don't even have to sign with a big record label, quote, wrong bill, because no matter what label, it's big. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sign with a corporate label. They may take all your money and pimp you in a sense, as Prince talked about, He said that, he went to you all can remember that one time Prince went to a sign. He's like, I'm not going to be pimped, and this is a new form of slavery, these contracts. I'm not getting caught up in it. So, but I'm like, at least think, learn, read contracts, read books, research. So at least if you about to sign a bad deal and you're like, okay, but at least my name would be everywhere. I may not have pocket money business. Well, at least you're aware of that ahead of time. So I don't know. But, so again, strategically, the key thing is to vote for me. But strategically, I know a lot of people being brainwashed. And a lot of people just ain't ready for the real revolution. Bernie talking about revolution, but it ain't the real revolution. you know. But you know. But again, I mean, out of all of them, you know, I was telling people vote for me. If not me, then Bernie. You know, I really say vote for me. Out of the Republican Party, so when I'm saying being strategic, one of us is going to be president. So we have to watch the whole thing. We have to watch the Republican Party. We have to watch the Democrat Party. We got to watch what other parties coming with other independent. We got to watch everything. And we got to participate. And you have to watch because this is our life. This is real life, you all. This is not a game. You know. Now, what you have to watch is that some people, like people get into football, basketball, hockey, and whatever your favorite sport is, baseball. Some people see politics as a game. They're not concerned about the lives. They care less about the lives, about helping people. It's a sport to them. It's a political sport to see who can get who can do the, you know. But for a lot of us, who's elected, really for all of us, who's in office makes a difference on our lives. A big difference. So we need to participate. So my thing too in running for president is encouraging people to participate. Participate in your local elections, participate in your state elections, and participate in these federal elections. You must participate. You know, I was just watching a movie, Our America. I happened to catch it. You know, and talked about Chicago and talked about how, and I remember that because I'm from Illinois. So I remember hearing a story about how the 5-year-old got thrown out the window in the projects. And, you know, and then when watching the movie, I got more details. It was about the 14th floor, and it was 2 10-year-olds. And they sentenced those 10-year-olds to 21 years. You know, let me get it right. Well, 21 years, or at least till they were 21. They were 10. So, again, can you imagine your 10-year-old baby, you know? And then they had psychologists on there talking about just as we send our troops, our American troops off to war, Iraq and Vietnam, and just all this stuff, and they get PTSD? Ghettos and hoods, as people call them, or low-income neighborhoods, certain things that they experience. And in Chicago, in that project, they was experiencing seeing people get killed there. They were experiencing drugs all the time. They were experiencing sex. You know, like the one kid, by age 6 or 7, he knew about drugs, he knew about guns, he knew about sex, he knew about... That is PTSD. There's no way in the world those kids should have got that. Because really... who's to blame? Society. And then the interesting about that movie was that then you had black leaders. Because it was a white guy that was helping the 2 kids, the 2 black kids got a chance to be on the radio and talk about their life and highlight this. You know what I'm saying? So even before people getting on Spike Lee, even before Spike Lee, there's folks right in Chicago that was trying to tell Chicago, this is what's going on. Look, I'm from that area. I grew up knowing dead folks vote in Chicago. So I grew up knowing some stuff going in Chicago. I'm from the area. I represent my area. I know it's a lot of good things, but we got to quit trying to hide bad things. It's not just Chicago. It's all kinds of other cities and places. And we got to stop trying to hide the bad things because we don't want to let people know about it. What we need to be more focused on is helping. So all them people are trying to say that the white man was using these black kids, but they weren't helping the kids. But that white man was. And that's why I say, you know, I love all races. You know, I know sometimes, you know, when I'm standing up for certain things, people can get caught up and get it twisted. I'm like saying nobody mistreated. No matter what race. It just tends to be that the black race, African American race, tend to be the ones that's treated the harshest. So a lot of times I'm on here talking about that. You know what I'm saying? But it's any race, anybody that's being mistreated. Gender, race, you know, social class, whatever the case, economical, social, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we have to stand up and speak up. So you had radio announcers and teachers talking about, oh my God, but they did not one time go down there to them projects and help them kids. So see, that's another thing where I say, get your mouth in the hood, get your mouth on helping people. Because see, that's my challenge with the grants and with these people that's running for office just for their little fame, and they don't really care about the neighborhood. They don't care about the kids. They don't care about the people. They just trying to get their next high position. I have a challenge with that. And that's why I say poor people, low-income people. You know, I was reading one article in New Hampshire where they talking about they felt left out. No, don't you feel left out. You include yourself. And that's what I want to tell homeless people, poor people, low income, because these are the people that try to make you feel like, well, what do you got to say? How you going? You got a lot to say because you experiencing this stuff, and whoever becomes elected to whatever position that person might be running for is going to affect you. And so you have a lot to say. So don't be intimidated at these meetings about the clothes you got on, even if you smell or not. Don't be worried about all that. You get up in there and you speak and you stand and you make that stand. Now don't get me wrong again. Yes, clean yourself, present yourself the best way you can. But that's not the challenge. Because my key thing is I want to see people involved. And so I have to say it that way so people don't, because people have 1,000 reasons for, well, that's just for them. No, it's not just for them. This is all of our America. All of us are Americans. All of us are Americans. This is our country. We have a right to attend the meetings, to go to caucus, to vote, to do. Don't you let nobody make you feel like you don't belong. It goes back to the Maslow pyramid, a sense of belonging. Well, what you have to watch is that a lot of times when it comes to the political arena, they try to make you not feel like you belong because they don't want you involved. That's also why I'm for Hispanics that are what they call illegal immigrants. I don't feel like they're illegal. They're here. They're here. They should vote. They should vote. I'm telling you right now, Latino, Hispanic community, you need to vote for me. You need to be 100% behind me. Because I'm for whoever is in this country, not just me. Because a lot of times, and we got to watch that. Because when we talk about what they call illegal immigration, which I don't like the illegal or aliens. What in the world? No. These are hardworking folks that have come here to make a better life for their family. And it's not just Latinos, Hispanics, it's Asians, it's whatever country, and it's Africans, it's all kinds of folks that's coming in here. But the point is that they're here. They're working, they're living here. They're doing the best that they can do here, and they have a right to vote. They have a right to have a say on who is running this country, who is running their local offices, and who is running their state office. And I rebuke and defy, I guess it's a bill or something that's trying to come through that's trying to not count those people that they consider not legal. Because here's the thing, we have to make the pathway to become legal easier. See, that pathway to become, quote unquote, a legal citizen in America is a politically motivated, challenged process. It's not meant for a lot of people to become legal through that process, and that's not right. Because then you're going to criticize and condemn people for not being legal, but then do you know they got to pay fees? Do you know it's all kind of hoops and curves and hurdles they got to jump? That's not right. It's not right. So I'm telling you all, this election is real. It's real. It's real. And I've been telling y'all about the 4th Supreme Court Justice. And so now Obama's in office, and Antonio Scalia, Supreme Court Justice Antonio Scalia, rest in peace, bless his soul. But now he's gone. And so now, even before Obama gets out of office, he gets a chance to appoint. And see, when we talk about justice, you really got to watch who you putting up in the office, because they're going to be able to appoint Supreme Court Justice. Now, Supreme Court Justice, that is our highest court system. So we want to, in America, so we want to make sure that we elect the right person in there that's going to appoint the right type of person. And that's why you need to vote for me, Michelle Hope Walker. I keep telling you, vote for me, Michelle Hope Walker. I don't know what your challenge is on support me, but whatever it is, call me, 323-338-6580. But don't call me complaining, but call me letting me know what we about to do. What you about to do to help. What are you about to do to help get me in office as president so we can change this whole thing around and make it fair and right for all people? What's working, we're going to keep working. Obama's done a lot of stuff that's working good. What needs to be changed, we're going to change. So it works for everybody. So again, it's number one, staying prayed up. You know, it's staying prayed up. You know, I've been watching the Black Panther Party, 50 years, Black Panther Party, hallelujah. God is good. And so we have to stay prayed up. Because people as myself and other people, when we stand up and we're trying to educate the people and we're taking stands, we got to watch that spirit of people seeing us as a threat. We are not a threat. All we're about doing is trying to help people. How is that a threat? And then I love the hair thing, and even in the Black Panthers film that they had on PBS, I love how the sister was talking about, don't you like my hair? It's pretty, right? It's the hair that grew out of my head. But do you know sometimes as they talked about the Beyonce and the Afros, they act like their hair was going to hurt somebody. Really? Because I wear an Afro, you are threatened by my hair? By me being myself? That is crazy. To me, that's crazy. Because you got people wearing blue hair, pink hair, purple hair. There's nothing wrong with it, do you? Got other people hair in their hair, wigs on and everything else. And you afraid of somebody with their real hair coming out of their scalp in the natural form? Are you for real? But I think sometimes so many people have gotten so used to the fakeness, to the stuff that's not real, that when you're real, they can't handle. That movie talk about you can't handle the truth. It's almost gotten like that. That some people can deal more with the fakeness than they can the truth. We got to stay prayed up. And poor people take that stand. Hungry people take that stand. You may be hungry, but you get to that rally. And you let them know, look, I'm hungry. Who going to help that? Hey, I'm homeless. Who going to put me in a home now today? See, we got to demand these things. We got to stand up. We are Americans. We have a right to this health care, quality education. We have a right to these things. Don't let nobody brainwash you and try and tell you you ain't nobody and you ain't this and you ain't that because you don't fit their platform and what they think you should do. No. And then stay prayed up because the people that have been blessed, God's blessed you. So how dare you put somebody else down? No, what you need to do is spend that time pulling people up. Don't spend so much time putting people down. Pull people up. Help people. If you don't do nothing but help one person, help somebody. And yes, I'm going to be in here constantly asking for help, constantly asking for money, calling people. So I might be calling you, asking for help. I mean, my thing is, hey, if you don't want help, then just say no. But it's not going to stop me from asking because I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to help those single young mothers that are out there trying to raise their kids. Nobody really raised them, but they're trying to do better with their kids. I'm trying to help them men that they don't want to do wrong. They want to do it the right way. But it's like society trying to push them to do wrong. I'm trying to help folks. And I'm not giving up helping people. I'm not giving up on helping people. America, our whole world, I'm not giving up on helping people. So call me, 323-338-6580. Call me, text me, let me know what you going to do to help this campaign. Michelle Hope Walker is running for president. You're going to be held accountable for what you did to help and did not do to help. Because I know that God has called me to run for president. So I need you to free your mind and stop letting this mainstream media brainwash you into thinking that these are only your particular choices. And also, and watch it. Because do you know the key particular choices that they're putting in and propping up is white males? Have you noticed that? Bernie, Trump. Now again, don't get me wrong, these are great men. But I almost feel like we're going backwards, really. We done went from Obama to Bernie and Trump. Which again, I'm like, out of all of them, if you're not going to rally behind me and support me, because for whatever reason you just can't find it in yourself, whatever, I don't know, I pray for you. Burn it in. Because again, I'm looking strategically. That one of us is going to become president. So if not me, okay, maybe I'll deal with the Bernie. And yes, he is a white male, but I do like what he talks about the social class. Because again, I talk a lot about that, which actually I feel like Bernie had been watching a lot of my videos, because I've been doing videos since 2014. But anyway, because I'm really on that. Because again, we know when it comes to you being homeless, poor, they don't care what color you are. A lot of times you mistreated because they feel like you don't have no money. Who are you? Which I don't see how people can treat people like that, because all of us are valued. You don't dictate a person's value on how much money they have. Really? Really? I'm concerned about you if that's how you put people. Really? Because I tell you what, if I'm dying and I need help, I don't care how much money you got. I just need you to help me. If you can save me, I just need you to help me. I don't care what color you are. I don't care if you're a male or a female. I don't care how much money you got. I just need you to help me at that time. So we just have to stay prayed up, But we have to watch that, It's almost whichever one they get, Trump or Bernie, they feel like we got a white male, back to business as usual. I got a rule that have nothing but all the presidents on it. Other than Obama, it's all white males. But then we also look at Bernie, a Jew gets in, which, hey, Jews and especially African Americans got a lot in common. We've both been enslaved. I remember I once heard a comedian talk about that. I was like, I didn't even think about that. Right, Jews and blacks have a lot in common. So Jews, I know y'all ain't hating on blacks. I know y'all not. Because that was one of the first groups that was enslaved. Well, again, there's also the theory of Africans being first people, period. So everybody got some blackness in them, no matter what quote unquote race people then divided folks into. Do your research. But anyway, so, we got to stay prayed up. But yes, I'm your 2016 presidential candidate, Michelle Hope Walker, and I need your support. But again, we got to keep watching. We got to watch all the debates. Get there if you can. I'm trying to get to all places. If you got some money, you're going to send me to a place. You can buy the plane ticket. You want me to come speak. Flyers, commercials, all of y'all can do something. If you listening and watching this video, you can do something. You need to ask yourself, what have I done yet for Michelle Hope Walker? And then you need to look, okay, I need to do something for Michelle Hope Walker to help get her elected, because she's about to help all of us. So, but again, I'm running for president, y'all, and I'm in this thing. I'm pushing and learning as I go, trying to get on ballots. But again, remember, this is the primary. So the primary, the Republicans are trying to pick the one person they're going to represent. The Democrats are trying to pick the one person they represent. I'm running as an independent. Pretty much I'm a Democrat, but I'm running as an independent because I didn't want to go through party bosses and all that. And I want to run all the way where you get a chance to vote for me November 8th, 2016, Tuesday for president. So I'm going with it, but I am trying to get in the primaries as I can. And again, when you go to the polls, write my name down. If you don't see my name on that ballot, write down Michelle Hope Walker. And sometimes they're trying to tell you, well, they're not on the ballot. You can't. No, don't tell me who I can vote for. This is America. I have a right to vote for whoever I want. I don't want to vote for nobody that you can present at this ballot. You're not going to make me vote for somebody you giving me to vote for. I'm going to vote for who I want to vote for. And I'm going to vote for Michelle Hope Walker. Write my name in. And also remember, when you go in to vote, you ain't got to vote for nobody on that ballot. No issue on that ballot. You go vote for the key issue. And for some of you, like, hey, I just want to go vote for Michelle Hope Walker. When you go to that poll and you put my name, Michelle Hope Walker, they be like, well, she's not on the Republican ticket. Well, she's not on the Democrat. Now she is Michelle Hope Walker. See, we living in times that we got to take a stand, y'all. When we talk about revolution, we're talking about the real revolution, where we take a stand, where poor people, homeless people, the people that have been ousted, and the people they try to make you feel like you don't belong, it's time for us to take a stand, because we do belong. Matter of fact, we the main ones that belong. The 99%. Stand up, you all. Stand up. Stand up. And stay prayed up. Because through it all, as I look at all the different movements of the past and different, I'm learning the key thing we got to do too is stay prayed up. We got to stay prayed up and doing what God called and told us to do. We got to stay loving each other. Even as we take stands in the movement, we got to stay loving each other, loving our folks, even those that mistreat us, even those that say bad things about us, even those that don't understand us and look at us like we're crazy. But we got to stay loving. We got to stay kind. And we got to stay speaking up. But we got to speak with boldness. We can't be afraid to stand up and speak with boldness. And we can't be bought. Don't let nobody try to buy you off. That when you're standing up, speaking the truth, all of a sudden they're like, hey, you know what? Come on over here. I got this money for you to go. No. Because they're trying to shut you up. And they're trying to give money to the cause that's going to help. help elevate all people. But don't be manipulated. Okay, let me get this up before it's the 30 minute count. Okay, so you've been watching 2016 presidential candidate Michelle Hope Walker's Road to the White House. Be blessed.